Hey everybody, welcome back to another broadcast. Our fourth broadcast this week, man. We're grinding, and we got a banger tonight. This was the one. This is actually the match I wanted to do on Monday, but they ended up rescheduling kind of last minute. But they let me know, so I got to change and do a different one. But I think this is a straight up banger matchup. We got Kafe and we got Wink today. And both teams are in the top 10 right now, I believe. Kafe, I think, was as high as 2 this week. I don't know exactly where they stand right now. And then Wink, I think, was around the 6, 7, or 8 mark, yeah. So, massive matchup here. Massive playoff implications for both teams. So, both teams are going to be looking for a really, really hard-fought win here. And there's just a ton of talent on both rosters as well. I think we can go ahead and take a look at Kafe first. I'll pull that up right here. And this is a roster I'm pretty familiar with. Kafe's been competing for a pretty long time now, so the roster hasn't changed too much. From last season, they specifically they lost their hit scan, so they added Ray, and Ray is actually an old player I manage, so love Ray, and I'm expecting her to have an absolutely monster game tonight. And also they added Fern at flex support as well, so those are the new faces on this roster. They haven't really lost any of the star power they had last season. Last season they were really, really high up as well, and they just continue that dominance into this season. And honestly, everyone on this team is capable of making a massive impact with the game at any time. Yeah, we can go ahead and move on to Wink. We're kind of got to rush through the post-game, pre-game just a little bit. But, yeah, we can go ahead and take a look at the Wink roster here. Notably, Navilia is the flex support for Wink. I think also maybe the captain. Don't quote me on that. I think they're the FaceIt captain. But they were notably Kafe's flex support last season. I don't know if there's any bad blood. I'm not going to make some fake narrative up. But I just think, it's interesting. They moved teams, and now maybe the old Kafe guys, maybe they want to show that the grass was green where they already were instead of where they decided to go to. Also, Smarties. I'm familiar with Smarties. I think I've had them trial with teams of mine before, and they're just an awesome player. Great mental, tons of impact on the game. I expect to see a lot of variety out of them as well. And obviously, Eevee also is the tank player. I expect a ton of diva play out of Eevee. That's what I've seen and been told that Eevee. I don't know if I'm saying that right, by the way. It might be Ave or something like that. But we're just gonna go with Eevee right now. I've been told and seen that they play a ton of diva, and they play at a crazy, crazy high level. So definitely a team to look out for, and a ton of star power on this team as well. And also, Kafe being third and Wink being 11th can also be due to the fact that they are both down a game on everyone else on the leaderboard. So Wink probably, if they had played the same amount of games as everyone else, would be in the top 10, but they're still out of it right now. But it's still a banger matchup regardless. Like everyone on both of these rosters is pretty coveted. Yeah, and also Eve notably is kind of like the Grim Reaper of expert quals. Like they always have a team in expert quals, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is a Masters team. And they always slam through all of it. So every roster they've been on is just stupid stacked, and I just expect to see a really, really great game. I think there's so much star power on both sides of the field here. So I'm just hoping it's a banger because we're still looking for our first map 5 cast as a duo. So hopefully this is the one that gives us it, and we will have map selection here in a few seconds. Just waiting for the FaceIt timer to count down. And it'll be interesting to see who gets first map pick. It looks like it's going to be Wink, actually. They're going to get first map pick and first ban. They're going to pick Nepal, and they're going to go ahead and... Yeah, it looks like they had a game plan here. They're just going to snag the Nepal super early here. So heavy respect to them. And it'll be interesting to see. It's a Soj ban. I actually think that's super impactful because Ray, I think, is a pretty Soj preferred player. I've seen her play tons of other stuff at a high level, don't get me wrong, but I think on a map like Nepal, she would definitely prefer to play the Soj unless they've cooked something up that I don't know about. But yeah, that's going to be a super impactful first ban. Oh my god, I'm not on Overwatch. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe just talking it over and thinking about it. It'll be interesting to see who they decide to choose, I guess. And we're going to go into the lineup finalization. Hopefully I squeak into the game here really quickly. And I'm in. Okay. Didn't miss out. Didn't. Would have been a darn shame if I was sleeping for map 1 and we just missed out. But waiting for the roster to be finalized, and we're waiting to see what that second band is as well. I had to choose out of tanks and support, so maybe a Diva band coming out map 1. I think Diva can be super impactful in Nepal. Just kind of like ravage the entire map, to be honest, because it's kind of close quarters, but it gives a lot of room to kite and move around. So also look at it. Yeah, I really am kind of super excited to see this match. Also, I was up really late last night watching Apex, so I'm super tired right now. And it's a ball ban coming out. I think Eevee does play the ball. Crushing an energy drink right now because we got more Apex to watch as soon as this is over. Also, NFL on right now. Great week to be a sports and esports fan, man. VCTs started back up again for NA. You got ALGS, you got NFL playoffs. I mean, you got college basketball. I love college basketball. And you got the football national championship on Mondays. So it's just a big week for sports and esports. So let's cap this one off with an Overwatch banger, if you will. We're just waiting on Ray to connect to the lobby. Yeah, it looks like we're just waiting for Ray again for the map to start. Maybe a mouse charge. I feel like every time we cast one of these games, bro, these maps never start immediately. It's like everyone's just waiting. If someone's got a mouse to charge, someone's got to take a piss break, you know. God knows what. So. Oh my God! Don't even get me started. That last game is so funny. Let me pull up the classic stream video, bro. Yeah. Man, I just don't know. It takes people so long sometimes, man. I feel like we just sit here and we're just like waiting. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and put the bands on. That'd probably be intelligent. I think Risky on Kafe. I think both tank players are kind of like the biggest stars in my opinion on this one. I mean, both rosters, like from top to bottom, are super talented. But both tank players, I think, like just from what I've seen of both of them, like just have earned so much respect for me. Especially they both play Diva as well. So I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup all around from that. So. Yeah, if we see, yeah, and I expect Risky to walk out on the Sigma as well. I think Risky is kind of more flexible as well, but we're gonna have to see what they start out on, man. And we got a good one. And it looks like, I mean, Team Eevee's team locking, Wings walking. I don't even know what, man. Well, it's like the Bap Lucio. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we saw. And Risky's gonna walk out on the Ramatra. I actually did not have this one in the cards, to be honest. Really thought it was gonna be closer to like a potential Sig team or like even a Risa or something like that. But I mean, he's good at basically everything he plays, so I'm sure it won't really matter if he walks out on Ram or he walks out on either of them. But it's time to see what they get. Yeah, it's gonna be a Zar versus Ramatra matchup. And honestly, I think this is really tough for the Ram team sometimes. Like if they feed enough charge to the Zarya team. it can get really, really sticky really, really fast. But Zarya's just going to eat so much damage off the bat from Risky, and the bubbles are going to be forced. Yeah, Risky kind of... Yeah, just holding block here needs to get carry, and looks like it will. It's going to be a pretty, like, fast 2 turns for the first 2 turns of the team fight. And no kills found yet. High ground kind of controlled mostly by Kafe as well. But Ray's 75 to the high noon already. Ray's just putting tons of work from this high ground, and Eevee's super, super charged as well. But Risky trying to find a kill in the back line goes down, but the trade will be found by Ray. But eventually Ray does go down as well. And Smarties just found a kill onto first. He finds a second, so big kills from Smarties, and that's going to be fight 1 going over to the side of Wink with the first cap of the first point. Yeah, that window's going to come out super early here, just trying to burn Risky down. Eevee getting behind him, trying to do whatever she can to find kills, but Smarty's going to find Ray super early here, and the high noon will not be available for Kafe. Eevee's just going to be walking Risky down, but Burn decides it's winnable, man. Here comes the Curie Rush. Poor you, super win. Risky's going to find Smarties, but first goes down. 3v4 here. B comes out from the side of Wink, and ult's available for Kafe, and it looks like they're going to put the pedal on the metal, man, and the Bastion solo goes down, and this should be a fight win for Kafe. Eevee's so low. Grab available, decides to hold on to it for the next fight. And it's going to be Crumb here kind of staggering out the point. And that's going to be a fight win for Kafe. They're going to give up 50%, but they're going to have a pretty scrappy retake, man. They're going down super, super early in that fight, but they managed to find really, really good trades, and they got the second beat off as well, and that kind of allowed them to find a lot of super impactful kills in the middle of that team fight, especially on the side of Risky. Yeah, and they're really, really stuffing this door for Wink. But Eevee's going to walk out and use the grab, and it's going to be the Bastion going in as well. Risky pops the Annihilation, and Eevee gets traded, man. It's 4v4, but the tank's still alive for Kafe, and the point's going to start getting flipped as well. Risky, yeah, it looks like Smarties was on it, but they're gonna get killed, and that's not what you want to see if you're Wink, man. They had a kind of a free grab because the beat had already been expended, but Risky's in the backline here trying to find some kills. It maybe a little too greedy, but Nadokado will go down, and Risky managed to stabilize. So Kafe gonna find a really, really impactful stagger, and they're gonna be able to take this percent probably all the way to at least like 70 off this next fight, if not more. Yeah, Smarties is just getting hard force on this angle. Just goes down to first super early here. And Vendetta with available. Looks like maybe potentially looking to use it or just pressure from the angle. Winker kind of out here, but it looks like Risky wants to put the... Yeah, and Eevee's going to go down super late in this fight. This is going really, really badly for Wink here. They really need to stabilize and get out, but it's going to keep walking for Kafe. And Smarty's going to use the Vendetta. Doesn't find anything. And... Yeah, but here comes the ult from first. Looks like just using it to kind of like make it really hard to touch potentially. But Smarty's going to be already on the point and forces the OT in. Here comes the Curie Rush. Ray is so low in the backline though. I mean, no, this is just a chaos fight, but C9! That was really, really winnable for Wink, man. I mean, they had the beat available. And I mean, they're gonna want to take that one back. That was a pretty much a coin toss of a fight, at least from my viewpoint. And that's gonna give Kafe the early 1-0 lead in the game, or in the map. Sorry. Yeah, I think Kafe just did a really good job of holding on to the point after they managed to take it. I thought Wink were in a really good spot to have a strong retake here, but honestly, it felt like Kafe was super ready for that grab from Eevee, and so they were able to kind of mitigate its impact, and then Eevee just kind of got super split in that mid fight, and once they didn't find those initial kills, they just kind of managed they just kind of fell over, and that's kind of what allowed Kafe to stand in. Oh my god, first gets annihilated by Nadokado in that fight super early here. Ray gonna go down as well. And Wink, looks like, unlike last time, last point where we saw like kind of a slow, like a longer first fight, I mean, they're just gonna find kind of an immediate win. And Kafe, they're all gonna go down here, no trades found, and it's gonna be an initial point cap for Wink again. Yeah, sorry, I was doing, there's some bots in the chat, I was just getting ready to ban, but yeah, Kafe. Looks like they're gonna start walking out here first, putting a ton of pressure on Eevee, gonna be about half HP, and Risky gonna walk into the back line here. And, oh my goodness, Wink, they're just gonna find tons of kills in the middle of that team fight. I think the grenade from Nado might have done a ton of damage to Ray and First there, and it's gonna lead to one kill, and the second found by Crumb, and yeah, looks like they're trying to get out here, but it's not gonna be enough. And now the Bastion perk also online. I think they already had it by the end of the last round, and they had it when they came out of spawn on this one. And I know we didn't touch on it much, but once Bastion has that perk going, like he is just absolutely brutal to play against. Like he's basically two-tapping everyone across the map. It's just ridiculous. So Nadokado put it to great use, finding so many valuable kills in the early stages of these fights. Oh my goodness, Risky just gets annihilated by the window. I thought it was a little far back for a second, but Risky just gonna kind of hold his ground. He's just gonna go down super early to the window, and everyone else is to follow for Kafe. And Wink, they managed to keep an iron grip onto the point so far, already getting up to 80%. And this next fight's gonna be do or die for Kafe. They really can't afford to stagger out of this. I know Wink's looking for them right now. And here's the grab from Eevee and the Bastion ult as well. And yeah, Risky goes down. Smarties finds a kill into For You. First dead as well. And I think that's going to ice the second point here for Wink. And we're going to be going to a point 3. Risky coming out on the Doomfist. Can they come to the touch? Ray finds Eevee, but it's not going to be enough here. And Crumb gets Ajaxed in the end of the cam, but it doesn't really matter. Well, let me annihilate the thing on the right side of the screen. But I mean, they're gonna even it up here, man. Really dominant point from Weak. I mean, the last point was much more competitive than this one. Even then, it kind of felt like a super dominant performance from Kafe. I think Ray actually kind of preferred the Casty. Looks like she's gonna go back to it here, and First is gonna play the Mei. Oh man, looks like they're playing the Mei Bastion. Oh my goodness. We've seen this played a little bit on this point. I think what Corn Swolio's team. I can't remember the name exactly. I think we saw them play it as well. So definitely not something out of the ordinary. And we've seen what we can do, man. This Mei, I think Mei is super good right now. I think she's super strong. I know we've been messing with it a little bit on our own team. I know we're not an expert or anything, but we think she's really strong. So I'm excited to see Kafe bring it out here and see. Yeah, I think the Wink just they really have to respect the Mei wall here in the Ram form. Like if Eevee walks up too far and gets walled, those cooldown trades are gonna do so much damage to her in the early stages of the fight that it's gonna put them at a massive disadvantage. But Smarties is in here super early and First forces the Ice Walk out of him. Lamp comes out. Crumb gets a boop kill into Ray, but Risky's gonna trade. No Bastions available, and Risky goes down. So Wink looking to find the first fight here. Fern goes down. Smarty's just doing absolute work in the back line here. He's going to find so many kills in these fights, and that's going to be another first point cap for Wink here. The boop under Ray, honestly, a fight-winning play from Crumb, man. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. No Bastion available for the side of Kafe means it's out on so much of their damage. And I think when you're in a Bastion mirror, that's just so important. Yeah, but Smarties gets caught out on the off angle. First, gonna find the early kill, but Risky has to stabilize here. Not Okado does go down. Yeah, Kafe, they're already started the point cap here, but Crumb is going to touch. Okay, wait. Eevee, super, super low, goes down, but Navilia's going to invest the window here. It says winnable, gets walled off, and now Crumb's down, and I guess they're probably going to want to get this window back because not really going to find anything with it. I don't think it was bad win or anything, but I respect the attempt to just win the fight outright. Definitely was winnable still. I mean, if they had just survived a little bit longer, or like one little damage boosted map orb had hit somebody, like maybe they can even win that. But bridge up from Kafe to find the cleanup there. Grav also coming up available here for Eevee. Risky's going in super early here. Now here's the window. It gets grabbed by Eevee. Oh my god, ults are popping. There's 8 ults inside Smarty's. Smarty's gonna find 3 with the ult. Oh my god. It's 2v2 still, right? Yeah. It's First and Risky versus the 3 from Wink, and dude, crazy plays by both Flex BS in that fight. First manages to find 2 in the Blizzard, and Smarties finds 3 with the Vendetta ult. And at the end of the day, Smarties was just that little bit bigger, and it's going to lead to the fight win for Wink in the point retake. But it was costly for both teams. The only ult left in the lobby is Ray's Bastion. We saw 9 in the last fight. Oh, but Smarties is going to go down, and the Bastion here so low the wall. Barely misses, though. And there goes Vernon. Risky gets pooped off the map by Not Okado. Risky, no! Not Okado, man, just running forward. I think Kafe, they should be able to stabilize and get out of here. But Risky gets pooped off the map, I think, by the primary fire of Not Okado. Yeah, and they're playing up super early. Risky's just getting annihilated early in this fight. And the window's up here for Navalia. Smarties does drop kind of low. Touch should be found here for the Kafe. But it is Poryu, and she's barely going to manage to live here. Risky's just so low. They need to get a second touch. It's going to be Risky. Form available. Just holding block on the point. Oh my god! Crumb finds another boop on the map, man, and it's going to be a big one on the first. Smarties finds a fall up here, and Wink. It's going to be a hard-fought one, but they're going to find a map 1 victory here, and it's going to be Kafe's turn to go in the driver's seat and see what they can do to even up the series in map 2. But, man, what a great map 1. I mean, it's fairly competitive all around, so. Props to both teams.
Play of the game.
Yeah. Yes, okay, I was transitioning the score, but did he get booped off the map at full HP? Because if so, like, that is just ridiculous. Like, that is a fight winning, like, I don't know if that's RNG, a play or whatever, but like, that's just fight winning. Like, that's just straight up ridiculous. Crazy plays from Not Okado, and I mean, that's kind of what I would define the map as, right? I mean, Kafe only really won the first point because they've had like a really nice play to live the grab without beat available, in my opinion. And then same thing on this point, man. I think Wink, Smarties just finds slightly bigger ult in that fight than first, and that's kind of what propels them to a victory on this map. Not Okado's 4K and Smarties 3K, and just props to both DPS players on Wink, man. They had massive plays when it mattered, and big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games, man, and they both just kind of did. And the match is actually on hold here in the match room. I don't know if it says the same thing for you, but it says it's on hold for me. So maybe a tech issue or issue with the last map or something. I don't really know. I didn't see anything in the match chat at all that map, so... yeah, Crumb type W boop at the end. I mean, Crumb also, I didn't talk about it very much, but Crumb I think had like maybe 2 or 3 boops on that map as well. I think he got the first onto Ray, a second onto first in a mid fight, and then a third again on first at the very end of the game. So, kind of just absolutely massive plays from Crumb, dude. Like, I mean, I feel like everyone on Wink, they just kind of rose to the occasion. I feel like the individual plays were kind of highlighted to me in that map. Just massive ults and boops and stuff and the like. Yeah. I think we talked about this a little bit in one of the last games we played, or we casted, where in like those May Bastion mirrors, especially when Bastion's on the table and you're like in a Brawly team comp. I think we kind of talked about. I think the BAP feels like a little stronger just in what we've seen and watched from all the teams. Um, so I think that is kind of like a part of Wink's comp that I was a big fan of, and we didn't talk about it at all during the actual map. But I was just thinking internally, I was like, this BAB is just going to do so much sustain, and then the window combined with the Bastion, these mid fights, is just going to wreak actual havoc. And then in contrast, the Kiriko, I think the biggest thing that makes her struggle specifically in a comp like that is the lack of AoE healing. Like, obviously it's playable, and I think Kirash is a stronger ult than Window, but I think the AoE healing is just so strong, and I think it ended up being a really important reason why Wink kind of felt like they were surviving longer in a lot of these mid fights when they had it. Yeah, I agree. I think the long range definitely helped the windows be super potent, especially on that third point. But we kind of saw the same things happening on the first map point as well. I think those retakes for Kafe, I think that first one was really hard just because the window from the high ground, just did so much damage to them. And also you build it so early, right? It's usually the first ult that comes up in a map, so. Noti gang tap in, yup. That's my RL friend, but yeah, I mean, the window comes up so early that it can be likely a reason why you can win a second fight outright, especially if the ult economy hasn't caught up and the first fight hadn't gone long enough to where more ults were built. So yeah, I'm a really big fan of the Baptiste in these comps. So. Yeah, and our lobby's still on hold here, so I wonder what's going on. If it goes on much longer, I might message someone I know and see if they know. But yeah, I mean, we keep yapping, I guess. I don't really know. What do you think Kafe has to do to adjust? Do you think maybe a comp change of scenery could help out? Did you like their Vendetta look as well, or their May look better? Dude, you might not be getting picked up on the stream right now again, bro. 1 second. I'm looking at this. Yeah, it says the Discord audio isn't moving. Which is so funny. Sorry if everyone could not hear Amigo at all. He's literally talking. I don't know why OBS does this. I'm gonna try and do a new way around this because it's just being weird right now, man. Let me see. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, I can always just, let me just, I have an idea how I think I can get around this. Let me go to a window capture, Discord, Discord one, sure, whatever. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that it's paused because I'm just trying to see a way if I can make this permanent workaround. Yeah. Because, dude, this is brutal. Like, I don't know why it won't work. It won't even detect that my Discord's up, actually. In this window for whatever reason as well. Which is really, really not my favorite thing ever. Let me try to edit this window. Like this, maybe. Try talking again.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, well, that worked. That's cool, I
Alright.
guess. Nice. Let me change that on all the other scenes that we used. That's just so weird, dude. I don't know. Just so annoying.
It happens every time. Like I don't know what it is.
I know. Wait, I'm gonna go to this scene real quick, just to test. Can you talk again?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, yeah. So it changed across all of them. Okay. Well, sorry you couldn't hear Amigo all of map 1 probably. Turn down your Coke Zero sipping volume, PC. I don't have a Coke Zero at all. I'm out of them right now, so.
Funny enough, I have one with me right now.
So fuck you, bitch. I think I'm drinking an energy drink. Yeah, I am drinking Ghost. So.
Ghost, what flavor?
Orange creamsicle. It was the only one they had at the Target across the street from me right now. So. Oh, they have this fuck ass like a grape juice one too, but like I don't know why you would want that one, to be honest. I think it's like fine if you like are a big grape juice person, but I don't really know anyone who like enjoys drinking grape juice at any kind of like leisure. So I just went with this one. So sue me.
That's right. You will not be sued. I think you'll be just fine.
Yeah, I used to drink Celsius, but my boss told me I would get like cancer, so I stopped drinking those as of late. I moved to the Ghost. Dude, yeah, we're still in this pause, by the way. Like, I have no clue what's going on here.
A gnarly energy drink that I don't like. I know there's like high concentration would probably like make you feel the same way, but dude, Rockstar, oh my god, that stuff was torture.
My friend in the chat said I thought he was shy. No, dude, it's this OBS. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it just does not detect like Amigo's audio. Man, we should have like made sure to check before the stream started, just in OBS to make sure. But
this is a new lesson.
I'm gonna make like a list of things I need to do before I transition the scene to like go live, because like it's really really easy fix. Like it really is, but I don't know. I can't. It's so awkward when we just like start the stream without checking it. And it's like, oh well, can't hear Amigo at all. But that's okay.
It's tragic. Oh well, but no, I'm not that shy. You know, I think I had some good calls with that map. But hey,
no, you did.
We're fixing this.
That'll be lost to time forever. Everyone will just hear what I had to say, and I'm tired right now. So I don't know if they wanted to hear it that much, but yeah.
They're gonna say hashtag Amigo's too shy, hashtag Amigo AFK. You know, it's all right though.
Let me join. I'm commentary god. That is not happening. You are not joining, bro. Also on secondary news, the Niners are getting absolutely annihilated right now, bro.
Really?
I mean, it's 17-3, and they're kicking a 56-yard field goal. But I think the Seahawks scored all of their points in the first like quarter of the half. To be 100% honest with you, and it looks like he's gonna drain the food. So like 17-6, I guess. But they're just getting annihilated. It's kind of sad to watch. And JSN caught a touchdown. That's always nice. I had him in a parlay, I'll be honest. Oh, did you see the parlay, by the way? I knew you like looking at him.
Oh, no.
I took,
you did not tell me.
I took JSN anytime, AJ Barner anytime, and Jake Tonjes anytime. So that's one of 3.
We're 1/3 of the way there?
Yeah, we're 1/3 of the way there in the first half. And the Seahawks,
Tonjes! There's
4 minutes left in the first half, and the Seahawks have the ball. So we can get one of those. We can get that AJ Barner touchdown too, potentially.
And Tonjes already had like 59 yards tonight with 5 receiving like plays. So I think
really?
You're looking good, yeah.
I mean,
an average of 11.8 yards per run.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, I hope they keep targeting him, but you never know, man. These NFL teams, God, I just can't. I'm gonna message someone and see what's happening. Did somebody die?
That's one way to put it.
But yeah, hopefully I can get there, man. I would love.
You know what? I've Like I remember like there was one time I think you had a play, and I think a play was like just like 1 yard off the touchdown that you needed. It was incredibly
Oh
unfortunate.
my god. Don't even get me started. I've had so many of those before. Oh my god. Like literally like goes down like 1 yard short. I'm like, dude, like come on. Just
Just
give me
heartbreakers.
one. But yeah. Also, ALGS tonight, man. I know I think you're watching with us, right? For sure.
Yep.
We're gonna be a
hmm
little late, but who are you rooting for? I think you've watched a little bit so far. You're not super into it, but who's your team? Who you repping?
Honestly, by osmosis, I've been repping it and Crazy Thieves. Also, like Crazy Thieves, I also know the order like Crazy Raccoon. So like those are two teams looking at. And I'm not too sure if like Wolves is still in, but I'm also like want to give a bit of shout out to Wolves. They look like a pretty scrappy team.
Wolves, yeah. I mean, honestly, all the teams that made it so far are scrappy. That lower bracket game, the second elimination game last night was so scrappy. A team like blasted up to like fifth place in the last game with a win. It's ridiculous.
E36 as well. I saw some of their gameplay. Just hero Supernova too. Those two teams just hero plays. Absolutely hero plays.
Yeah, you already know I'm repping the Crazy Thieves. I'm a 100 Thieves fan for life. That's my team. Can't change my team. Can't slide or whatever to a different one, even though we have like terrible Apex success. So hopefully we find something today, man. Our team's good. We're stacked.
I mean, y'all were in the top 10. Y'all played well. Y'all got you some wins. Like things are looking good. But from what I saw about Apex, like compared to other esports, like I sure like you have like the really good teams like Falcons that are just like consistently at the top. But so much can happen. Either you could be 20th or first. Like we saw like some really good teams. I think like also like I think it was like T-Law and I think like was Rock Esports. Just teams that are supposed to be really good, just completely fell out, could not make it work.
Okay, I'm getting word here.
Huh?
So the FaceIt admin typed in the chat, "Hey guys, it looks like the lobby broke, so you have to continue the series on a custom match. Please let us know when you have the result on each map for us to update the final score as you progress."
So, what do we? Like, is there a way we can get access to the custom map?
I'm messaging them because they have to make the lobby themselves. Can I get in, Lukey? But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I know everyone watched me get invited to the last game, so no, they're already in a custom game in game, bro. We're cookified on map 2. We're just gonna have to sit here
Huh.
and yap.
Okay. Now we're just gonna. Huh. What to be a really close map too? I'm gonna be very
I
sad.
know, dude. This series had so much potential. Now it's getting ruined, man. FaceIt lock in. Fix the platform. I need this.
FaceIt just hates us. We haven't had a map 5 yet, and now like it's really funny because like when we actually have like our own games in FaceIt, almost none of this ever happens.
Dude, I have literally never had a problem with like, the FaceIt system, bro. Like, literally never. I don't know how it happens so much when we're casted, but every time I had a team use it or something like that, like literally zero problems. Hopefully they chose like a simple map 2 or something. Like I don't know.
Flashpoint.
Yeah, something fast. Like hopefully one team just annihilates.
push.
Hopefully Kafe just like annihilates in like 3-0s or something. So
We get our 1-1 back into the mix.
wanna cast. Yeah, I mean, I have one of them added and it says that they're in match right now. So I'm assuming we're just cooked for map 2. I messaged Ray then and said, "Can I come in?" So I'm gonna let her figure out if we can figure that out.
I'm curious. Is there any other games tonight or no?
No, that's the only one.
Assume no.
So kind of at the mercy of the players. I'm sure I'll get an invite or get a message back when I know something. But for now, we don't really know anything. So I kind of wish I had like a be right back screen I could go to. I don't know if the away screen has the score or whatever, but
If you want, we can talk like a bit about like the new OWCS like news.
new ODCS news. I don't really want to talk about it. No one's gonna want to hear what I have to say.
You know what?
I have an
That
unpopular opinion. I know I have an unpopular opinion. It doesn't need to be said.
That works.
If you know what I mean. But
I get you. What I'm excited for though is seeing like how that boot camp's gonna work and actually get content on that. I think we're getting a bit more like exposure. That's gonna be at least cool. The new partner teams is always a good look. Hopefully we get more skins. That's one thing I'm hoping for at the end of it all.
skins. Oh yeah, we haven't had like esports skins in so long, bro.
And what we have is like our 3-pack, which has been just that and nothing else. And we just had like the crazy legendaries, which isn't bad, but
Yeah, I wish they would do it more like that is one thing I was talking about. I wish they would do it more like they did in Overwatch League, where they had it to where you could like buy literally any skin on any character or whatever. So
that drives a lot more profit in my opinion. I also feel like it's not the most like insane like thing to do. It's not like every skin has like their own like crazy pattern necessarily. It's just like they have like a color, which is a hex code, just the original Overwatch one. It's like a logo somewhere and like a bit of writing. Like obviously we're not the ones making it, but like surely we could get something done because they did it before, you know?
yeah, I agree. One second, I'm trying to see if I can change the starting soon to be like, be right back, 1-0 or something like that. But I don't know if I have that power in me. So first to 3. Yeah, I don't know if I have that in me. So just literally at the mercy of FaceIt. I'm so sad. I can't believe they didn't tell me sooner, bad.
It's we're always seeing more things. You know what? That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, man,
We're
I'm
always
prepared for
learning
any
more.
situation. I gotta make sure I have all these teams players on like speed dial, so like if something happens, I can just ask them, just to get me out of here or whatever. But we're sitting here with our parts out, just hanging out, you know. Have to talk about whatever. It's one of my least favorite things ever, bro. Just sitting here with dick out, just waiting for the FaceIt system to work. We just have to yap to the camera with the audience about something.
But as the casters, we make do, so we're gonna find a way.
Yeah, we do our best, I guess. I don't know. Oh, also, I mean, I guess we can talk a little bit. I think University of Kentucky's hosting a LAN in March. I know a ton of people who play in Expert, play Collegiate, and it's kind of like the skill level of Expert as well. So if you are attending that LAN, you can always say hi to me. I'll be there. I'm technically rostered for the UK team, so I might have to play, but I really don't want to play. But I might play, so you might see me play, but you can also just say hi. I'll be around talking to like people I know and friends and stuff. So it should be a good time. Also, you should go to the Concordia LAN and say hi to Amigo.
Yeah, we're still getting that a bit figured out, but yes, I will definitely be happy to meet whoever goes there. We'll make it a vibe for what it's worth. Not as big as the one that'll be in Kentucky, but hey, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, actually, I think I can blast. I'm just gonna add text. I'm gonna be like, waiting, FaceIt broke. FaceIt broke. Waiting.
Yep, actually, I think I have a good question for you. Once you've done that.
No, go ahead. Just go ahead and shoot.
So, like, after you know, coming back and like playing into the new meta, what do you think of this meta so far? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Like, what's your thoughts?
I hate this meta. I think this meta is the worst thing that has ever existed, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you know I don't like this meta. You've heard me complain about it so much, man. It actually makes me not want to play the game, bro. Like, literally. So.
That's true. I miss the days when I could just, you know, play Hazard a bit more, and now I'm playing. I mean, I've been having fun on this. I can't lie. I've actually been playing a bit better than I thought. Granted, my set's always terrible on that character, so I'm probably just getting like deadlifted by a team in some way or capacity. But yeah, I think there's a lot in this meta that makes me think, man, it sucks to be a tank player. It sucks to play kind of any role, really. But I think we get a bit of like changes on the flex DPS. Maybe people want Tracer back. I mean, I like that, like the variety on the support cast necessarily. Eloy might be a bit too much, but you know, I could be worse. I always said that because I really was not a fan of the Zarya Reaper meta. Inherently, I couldn't have played Zarya, so that's part of it. But I also just thought that meta was vomit-inducing for me.
No, Zarya Reaper is also just terrible. Malg is terrible. I mean, I thought honestly, I kind of enjoyed the previous meta. I also know I like playing Tracer, so any meta I can play Tracer, and I was like, heck yes, bro. Like, not that you can never not play Tracer, but I love just, you know, playing Tracer, getting to force it. So that would be sick. Yeah.
That hurts my soul. We don't know what's going on in the map, but they could be going great.
They're definitely on an absolute heater, man. There's definitely just a banger going on, so I'm sad that we're missing it. And then we could sit here and we could wait all this time and then like just be like, yeah, we don't want you to join the lobby. Like, even though I was like verified by FaceIt and everything, they just be like, yeah, we don't trust you. And then like, what am I supposed
They're
to say?
custom
Like,
match.
I get it. So I would, if someone didn't want me to join, I'd be like, sure. I mean, if I didn't want someone to join, I'd be saying the same thing. But yeah, we're just gonna sit here and wait, I guess. I'm just watching the Seahawks game, bro. I'll be honest. Also, I don't, you know, Bo Nix.
Oh yeah.
He's out for the rest of the season.
You're
He
baiting.
broke his ankle in the second to last play of that game.
Yeah. Oh my.
So the Broncos
Wow.
might just be cooked. I mean, not that Bo Nix is like Thanos over everything.
So it's your main quarterback. There's importance to that.
I got an invite. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. Kansas, we've been introduced. Thank y'all. Okay. Taking notes. So it appears it wasn't Runasapi.
Yeah, let me get the map 2 score.
It might take a while to get the bands or whatever, but we have the score, and that's 0-2.
Okay, yeah. So Winker up 2-0 right now, I believe. So,
Kafe's gonna have to dig a bit deep here.
They're gonna have to lock it in, man. They're gonna have to dig deep to figure out the rest of the series. So,
surely tonight we can get it right. Surely tonight we can get a map 5.
surely, yeah, right. Maybe it's the reverse sweep. I mean, I thought honestly, like, we didn't do Preds for the game. I guess we were like kind of running low on time because we were just talking about the teams. But yeah, I would not have predicted a Wink 3-0 to be in the works, and it looks like Kafe. They're gonna ban Winston on this next map, by the way. So
Yeah, I mean, Eve has had a history playing the Winston. I remember watching the video, and not that is the greatest piece of source, but Evie's got some hands with the primals.
like,
And they're like, you know what? We don't want to go straight ridiculous hands. So
Yeah,
credit requests due on that there.
they're also kind of protecting Diva, I'd assume, because I think that's kind of what they want to play here. And Winston versus Diva isn't necessarily like the most like hard counter thing ever, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
we have a Dorado.
And maybe they're expecting Wink to play ball as well because they banned ball map 1. So obviously they think that there's some amount of a way that ball could potentially be played in this series. It'd also be pretty awesome to see ball. I haven't seen ball played in a match in so long, dude. Like, actually, I feel like no one plays ball anymore. It's just like a lost art. It's lost to time. Also, tell me we don't do so much, man. Like, God, we got ourselves into this lobby somehow. We squeaked our way in, so it's still funny that.
I mean, we just want to bring a show.
Yeah, we're just here for the fun of it.
We should bring a show. And so we have what's the band? What do you think is a good band? And like, you think like a support band would work? Oh, there it is. Right,
we already see it. It's gonna be the Freya band, and honestly, I respect the Freya band a lot. I think Rhea is a really strong Freya. I think it is like probably, if not her best, her second best hit scan between Soj and Freya. I think she's just as lethal at both of them. So, kind of taking her off a pick that she probably wanted to play here, but I'd probably expect her to bring out the Ashe or something. I think Sojourn can be good, but I think the like constant damage output in the dynamites and long range to hit rotations, especially for backline,
right,
are just so strong here. And Bob is also just like, in my opinion, one of the strongest ults in the game. I think like maybe a little underrated, but maybe that's just like not true. I feel like just the way I've heard other people talk about it, I think Bob is insane, dude. Like when Bob gets thrown in a fight, it feels like so claustrophobic. It's so hard to fight and to win it. So yeah. I think Bob is just a strong.
Or if you need last point contest, like there's a lot of options that like ult can do.
Yeah, and it also gets guaranteed value, which I don't think it's like talked about very much. Like when you use overclock, you don't actually know how much value you're gonna get because you have to like hit the shots, right? And you could get a crazy amount, but you also just miss everything and you do nothing. But Bob is just consistent, right? You throw it like in the spot it needs to be thrown, and then it's just it's like consistent value.
Exactly.
Forces them to move around the map in a certain way, stuff like that. So. That's why I'm a big fan of Bob, at least. So I kind of.
It's literally just
on both sides, or Ashmere, I mean.
It's literally just if you don't miss it, it's gonna work. If you miss it, it looks so tragic, and Bob just in the corner crying by himself. And woo, Eevee onto the Zara again. I mean, I'm curious to see. I'm like, we saw like who was it last time?
Chain.
Played the
It
Zara.
was, I have a knife. We watched
Chain. It was Chain.
And they walked out on something basically pretty similar to this, right? It was a Zarya comp, and we were like, we don't know, but We saw it work out,
And it
man.
really worked.
I had a knife at just an absolute monster map there. So, yeah. Hopefully, we'll see if Wink can do the same thing here and just kind of walk through them. And they probably know that Risky wants to play D.Va here. I think Risky kind of like is known as a D.Va player, or at least like has a really, really strong D.Va. And with the Winston ban here as well, it's probably like a kind of a layup that you can expect D.Va. So maybe a little bit of like a counter pick there.
Also, a different backline here with an on a Kiri backline coming out versus a Kiri Lu. Definitely two different types of tempos for how they want to play the game.
Yeah, backline for Kafe is kind of much more squishy because of the Ana. And Smarty's just going to go to this high ground trying to force Risky off. But Risky's just going to hold his ground up there, man. They're going to have to take another turn to go up there and potentially force him off. You can't really leave the D.Va there alone. But
going up to for you here, Suzu Forest.
And for you, man, it's going to fall super low. Probably.
Dude, for you still low.
Maybe dead, but
great heals. Risky low, first low.
Also kind of drops really. I mean, for you is just in hell.
Oh, for you.
Smarty's literally roams the map and finds a kill.
Sleep is great. Sleep is great.
Found by Fern.
Crumb really low.
Crumb
will make it out. What happened? Boru go on a Lucio here. Really different type of heals you're gonna get.
Yeah, and
Risky corner.
On Nadokado, but he's gonna fall super, super low here. And the Zarya's already on the high ground. Oh my god.
FNAF
comes out of
scare,
absolutely nowhere to surprise the Ana. And Fern's barely gonna manage to live, man. That's gonna end up being super, super important here. Because it's gonna mean Kafe don't have to reset. And Risky, man, he's looking for kills. Navilia gonna fall super one.
Low.
And Eevee.
But look at this boop here. Boru going for the pinch here, and that should be good.
Yeah,
Eevee's still alive somehow.
Does manage to find the kill.
First gets a pick.
This is really, really big for Kafe. They kind of turned like one fight win into two because they're getting so many strong staggers here. They're gonna get basically like a minute and 45 seconds off the clock, and they're really only won one fight. So.
So look at the amount of ults that they're going to be building up to here. Really favorable. Smarty's Nadokado, they're struggling to get their DPS also in situation here. I think Nadokado might have swapped as well.
Also swaps over to the Genji from the Hanzo, so some of that hit scan damage is.
The first is low. Nade goes.
Yeah, Nade found on the Genji, and he's gonna fall super, super one, but manages to live. And Risky, man, is just getting annihilated by Smarties. But the Nano
Smarty's on corner, a great pick by Risky there.
Bomb available as well, but Far goes down to Nadokado. And Nadokado has a second on the
Nadokado gets two!
First a third on the Risky!
Bomb three! I mean, the star power just does not end with this.
Man. Looking for more, and First has to get out, but also is kind of the touch here. I mean, For you and First are the only two alive, so if they're going to touch the cart,
this is good. Green!
Kobe.
Have you ever shot that shot? They clearly have, and that's okay, because there's another universe where that would have...
the entire backline. It's just going to be carnage for the side of Wake here.
It's just good.
All the kills, and Bob not invested from Ray, so just going to give this one up, and Risky going to die here. And it's going to be a
that Genji swap doing dividends. That Genji swap is doing so much right now.
I kind of want to see if Kafe makes a swap here. I don't know if the D.Va is going to be super strong here. The DM doesn't really DM much. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't DM the Zara. It doesn't DM the Vendetta. Like, you're basically making one aspect of a character's piece completely useless because there's really not a use case for it. And like, what you're DMing Genji, which is just pretty strong, but it's kind of the only thing you can do here, or DM heals. But
well, like you're playing the Mark backline, but like you can maybe do that on like other tanks as well, like Hazard or something. Maybe trying to go like ground tank mirror, you could as well. Depends.
Yeah,
though.
Smarty's gonna get bubbled and come up here, but they're gonna try and burst through the bubble here, and Risky.
Ooh, Risky.
Kind of gets caught a little bit.
Good
He's gonna get stuck in a little awkward spot, and Smarty's aware of it, trying to punish. And Nadokado.
Look at the amount of ults that Wink has right now. Corey coming to the V and Ray's low. Ray gets a pick on the Smarties.
Yeah, and here comes
you
the
might see
play
match
with the
beats here soon.
Matched by Poryu, and here comes the Curie Rush as well.
Nadokado low. Nadokado really, really low.
They really need to win this fight. Ray still has bomb available, looking for damage onto Eevee, but gonna fall to only about half. And looks like Ray maybe looking for the Bob here in the backline. Really, really aggressive angle.
If needed. Look like they won't need it yet. They will.
Eevee gonna try and walk her down, but gonna get
there's a value
by Risky. So Kafe, they're gonna start making their stand here on the second point. So many ults using that fight from Wink, by the way. I don't know if they're gonna be able to find any more cleanup or staggers. I mean, it looks like Nadokado is probably potentially caught out. Does manage to dash out and doesn't.
No,
Suzy, will manage to live, but gonna be a really, really great draw from Kafe to stand.
A lot of onus here on how Smarties uses their Vendetta.
Yeah.
The rest of the comp here, if you look at Kafe, will have Nano, DMAC, and Pulse.
Yeah, and the Ulticon's kind of wrapping around to what we saw in that one fight where Risky got nanoed, and they kind of just got to win a fight with just nano. So, see if they can manage to do anything.
Great rotate to the backline here. Great sleep.
Holy cow! Fern's gonna find a Kobe sleep on the Crumb, and Ray's gonna find another on Nadokado, but goes down into Velia. First, looking for trades.
First go for the picks here.
But gets traded by
And
Smarties.
Smarties gets a pick.
And
Fight out conveniently. Neto has to use it on Risky, and Risky's gonna make it done.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to secure the fight win. I mean, Eevee's the only one left. I mean, maybe kind of like a little stagger. I don't really know. But it's going to be a fight win for Kafe, but they probably wanted to hold that Nano. They just traded so poorly in the middle of that fight. First, he gets caught by Smarties on one of those massive overhead hits from the Vendetta. I mean, they just do so much damage. And blasted
good body blocking, too, to not force that tray out.
They blasted through his entire HP bar, and he's just going to get stuck.
Eevee getting close to grab. Smarties will have Vendetta ult soon. Now only ult for Kafe will be that pulse on first here.
Smarties actually just has Vendetta ult, but hasn't had to use it yet. So now that their ulti com's kind of lapped around, we'll see if they can make use of it. Genji all the way back here as well, just kind of causing havoc. They're trying to take control of this left room, and
Smarties really low. Smarties gets picked.
And that's going to be a way to open the fight for Kafe here. I mean, Ray on the back high ground, putting out so much pressure here. He's Bob last like
and look
fight,
at that Bob build.
They're already basically back to another one. So see if she can manage to build it here. And look at the ulti con for Wink, man. They've caught it all the way back up here. I mean, Poryu really needs to farm this beat fast because they're gonna need it if they want to sustain through some of these ults from Wink.
Maybe the way that they have all ult and they're putting a lot of onus on how that Bob plays. But speaking of, Bob will come out here off the point.
Yeah, and here comes the ult.
Smarties going for that Venom.
Doesn't find anything. The beat comes out.
It goes wide. Does go down. Not gonna get to pick on Ray.
Yeah, it looks like Fern dropped so low as well. I'm for you. Fighting for her life, but I don't think she's going to be able to get out, and it looks like this is just going to be a fight win for Wink. They're going to Kafe, they do manage to take the time basically all the way to the end, so only going to be about a minute 30 left for the last point for Wink, but they are going to Kafe, and they're still going to have grab and blade available.
Great ults, by the way. Poryu will be getting that beat here. Risky will still have that DMAC. This is going to be an interesting fight. No swaps coming out either for this last point. And I didn't think there was a need for one necessarily. Even going a bit low.
Yeah, but Poryu is going to have the beat online now, so they're going to be able to use it to potentially mitigate the blade or the grab if Wink can't manage to follow up through the beat armor. So, and it looks like Smarties, man, just going to go in and build so much charge every time they get a bubble. I mean, you almost can't like ignore the Vendetta because if you let them stay in for so long.
Nade goes so big, by the way. Smarties is really, but it won't be enough.
It's a one-to-one trade here in this fight, and Risky's just going to annihilate.
But low, Risky gets a pick. Risky with two.
Gonna force another bubble out of Eevee. I don't know if Eevee has any bubbles left, to be honest. They're gonna start stabilizing under, but I don't know if Kafe are gonna be able to punish this. Looks like Risky.
Might be just the room of death.
Out on the offense. We'll see if they can find anything. And first is gonna find a
and
kill on
Chrome gets picked.
And now it looks like they might try and invest in potentially fighting this. I mean, Risky's gonna like kind of be out, but. Definitely looking for a kill under the Vendetta, but doesn't manage to find it. And the Mega
actually gets so much time with this.
Nano available, beat available as well.
So much
Here's the grab from Eevee, almost gets it.
Grab is good, it goes great, but beat is even better.
In the first
gets a pulse with the Narocado.
Oh my god! Eevee's so low.
Come really low, even really low. Chuzo helps you.
Recognize that. They're trying to find a kill, but, oh my god. Smarties super low here, goes down as well, and Kafe looks like they're going to be able to stand their ground here. And they're going to find a hold on third point.
Okay. I think you maybe would have wished you could have stopped at the other points, but still, the fact that it's not a full hold is really important here. Not a full cap is very important.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are satisfied when they can just, like, you know, hold the third point of the map. You don't want to be too greedy, right? It's really hard to hold sometimes anyway, but I think Kafe are going to take this every day of the week, especially with how their first point ended up going. They had such a good start, but kind of, like, lost it all in the middle of that. In the middle of one of those team fights, and they just never really recovered to be able to get a clean test.
I respect Wink trying to anchor on that bottom part, but I felt like they lost a lot of time and couldn't do much. Just got forced out, unfortunately. Like there was such a good, like Kafe just didn't have to fully commit to the room, and they were in such a good position, which is exactly what happened. But I mean, also we'll be seeing Eevee maybe match the Diva here. Oh, we'll see what people have been talking about. This is gonna be exciting.
Yeah, Eevee is so good at Diva, like actually really strong. But I'm kind of curious on why they decided to keep the double flex DPS. I think with the Zarya it makes a lot of sense, right? You get so much value out of bubbling either your Genji or your Vendetta. But with the Diva, maybe not as certain to me, I guess. Maybe hit scan would be a little better, you know. But I'm not gonna judge until I see. So hopefully
maybe they're just more comfortable on it. Maybe they feel like they can like mark Ray out with the DPS. I mean, like these are pretty livable flex DPS. Like they're not really easy to force, but also you know, if something goes wrong, it could be expensive.
Take a shot on the Widow here out of spawn as well.
Is it green? Let's see.
His gun's green. We'll see if the shot is Looks like maybe getting some early scouting here, figure out where everyone is, and
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh.
What?
He's not gonna like that we caught this one on stream, and man, barely misses on Nevillia, man. Almost. Took
That would have
the dome
redeemed
off.
it. That would have redeemed it.
Yeah.
Ray will still be onto the
Yeah,
deeper
looks like
here.
gonna stick
Decent
the
car
Widow as well.
progress.
See
This
if they
is
can
both
find a
things
pick.
fighting.
I mean, they find one pick and they're automatically back into the potential like fight win on first point. So
Ooh. Scary shots.
yeah, not really able to find anything so far. I mean, Risky's been in here fighting for his life on the cart, man. I mean, really good job from Wink.
Hard committing top here onto.
Yeah. Nevillia's gonna fall so one here. I mean, TV comes out. I mean, Risky
Wait,
sees it.
Risky can
They're
get
gonna
both.
trade
They're
flight
what?
supports here. No flight support available for either team. I think this is kind of advantageous for the attackers though, because their spawn's so much closer. But Smarties is gonna find a follow up on a
With
Poryu.
Smarties is dead.
Risky is just so low as well. And he's gonna get DMAC here. Now it's not super great for Kafe. They really need to get a DMAC onto Eevee, and they will.
And they will.
Super
While the cool
scrappy
exchange.
fight. Fern's gonna opt to go over to the.
Oh, the
carry, go
1v1.
on,
The hands.
I mean,
The hands.
first here to help
Not
as well.
1v1.
And that should be a fight win for Kafe. They didn't really get any initial card
Chrome?
push, but they're gonna win a team fight. So
Even if Risky got DMA'd early, Risky did a lot of work there in the mid fight, especially getting that pick on the flex support.
yeah, he's already built 80%
And then helping
to
get rid of
bomb as
Smarties.
well. First is gonna be towards the pole spawn. They're gonna be the first two ults in the lobby here. So Kafe, if they wanna potentially get an easy first point cap, they might want to take this next fight fast when they have their ultimates available.
They will here.
Yeah, not a lot
Rick
happening
was
right
that
now.
back
It's kinda
angle, maybe
slow
trying to find
for
something.
both teams, but my frames are getting absolutely annihilated, bro. I don't know if you can tell on the side, but I guess the
Oh
broadcast
wow,
is hurting them,
they're
but,
really low.
yeah, I mean, Eevee's gonna fall so low here. Oh my god, but Poryu just gets
Poryu
assassinated by
is just
Smarties.
dead, and
Jesus
so is
Christ, but
no, Ray
trade's lined by
isn't.
Ray, and Naruto finds
Ray
a trade
is
onto Ray,
dead.
and now Naruto in the backline looking for another onto Fern.
For another, Naruto might have greeted it, but Prom getting that on Fern is massive.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a fight win for
It looks
Wink,
like
dude.
fight
I
will be
mean,
stabled.
we talked they didn't have any ultimates available, but Kafe weren't able to build up their ultimates
Didn't need 'em.
to have impact on the fight, so doesn't seem to matter at the end of the
You
day.
will
and
see.
they're gonna have to come into this fight. They're gonna basically have everything available. I mean, they have the besides the overclock they just swapped to. They're gonna be building towards the beat, and they're gonna have the Kira come in as well. But oh my god,
Before
Chrome
fighting, Chrome
just
caught
gets
out early.
assassinated by
Great
Risky.
isolation
Oh
there.
my god, just gets absolutely bursted through, and here comes the blade from Nadokado, and Risky trying to peel it and make it awkward for him to find any kills, and the bomb's gonna get forced, and the remix gonna be found. And first pulse bomb comes out, and Eevee gonna have to use the bomb of their own. And look, they're all stuck in this room. I mean, absolutely
This
awkward.
is a painful
and Poryu's
room.
gonna get
Killbots,
found
you know,
here.
to Poryu.
Risky finds Smarties though, and it's gonna be 4v4 again. And here's the beat from Crumb, and Eevee's gonna find Fern. No
Is this
supports
from-
available for Kafe, and it's probably gonna be get out territory. But this could be a brutal stagger. This could be a
And it
really
is. And it is.
brutal stagger onto Risky, and just gonna have to find a way to get off the map as soon as possible. But he's just gonna clean it up. So. Risky gonna be on another respawn timer, and we're basically getting towards last fight territory for Kafe. They do have both
With
support
double
ults
support
available,
ults.
so definitely not the end of the world yet.
Smarties
but
will have that
Smarties,
vendetta
yeah,
if they
that vendetta will
over-risk
get you
it.
through all that beat armor, man. And when you think you can walk forward and potentially find kills, I mean, you have a high chance of dying just through the absolute fuck ton of
Eevee
damage
really
that
low
Fern
here.
does. And here comes the rushes from both teams. Fern's gonna match it. B comes out from Poryu.
Nevillia's
Nevillia's so
looking
low
low.
in the backline. Does Fern
Nevillia's
know he's
really
here?
low.
First does. He's gonna find the kill, and Nevillia's down super early here. But
Chrome
Fern,
is low as well. First roller for a pick. Won't be enough. Not
yeah, but Naruto's gonna find
two with
two.
deflect.
And
That is so
Smarties
crucial this fight.
in the backline, about half
Smarties.
HP. They need to find a kill here on the Smarties really badly, and Eevee's gonna find Risky. But the mech of
That
Eevee is
will
so
be
low.
enough.
First does have touch. And the pulse bomb is going to go
Will be enough.
slightly
Pulse
wide.
goes
Oh my god, but Chrome's
wide.
already back. This might be the end of the map. I mean, first, just find one touch.
First one go for touch. Full
Finds
HP.
another one, but can't really touch much longer. I mean, Poryu can get a second one, can get a third one. It's going to get booped off.
Scary.
Someone has to touch. Risky's
Risky
gonna
off
make
the
it back. Oh my
point.
god,
They will get
barely
the touch. That's
misses
Risky.
Risky. And we talked about it. Here
Smarties going for the ult here. Do not the
and
Risky.
it's just going to go under Risky.
Does
but
not go
no
wide.
luck
We'll get that
available
pick,
here.
and that'll be
Has to
D-Mac
a
here.
hero. Can't find anything.
Ray
though.
cannot be here. Ray gets picked. Smarties is dead.
Yeah, but Fern's going to find a trade on the
Comes on the
Smarties,
beat
and
here.
Risky's going to go down. Poryu's going to go down next, and I think this is going to be it for Eevee.
Nadokado
The play comes out, it's a
clearing
little
this
victory
fight
lap
so
for Nadokado, and it's going to be a 3-0, man.
Oh,
my
verse 4.
god. Wink just making a statement here. They're going to take out the number 3 ranked team in Expert right now on a 3-0.
Major statement there. That was crucial. I mean, really good contest on that cart fight, but it just felt like Wink had it all under control, especially Nadokado coming up so big in so many fights there. Ever since the Genji, they've been nuclear this map.
Yeah, I mean, absolute masterclass from both DPS players, I think. Honestly, I just felt like I feel like the backline of Wink just did such a good job of like having like proactive impact on the game. It felt like sometimes you know how sometimes we talk about like you either administer pain to the other team or they administer it to you. It felt like Wink was in the driver's seat and they were kind of just like administering like pain and suffering to the backline of Kafe, whereas like it was harder for Kafe to do it to Wink. And Eevee was just, honestly
Definitely.
a monster on the D.Va. I mean, we talked about it before the series starts. Eevee is so strong on D.Va, and I think she showed why because she just absolutely dominated that first point defense, in my opinion. Like, absolute masterclass from her.
1000% heavily agree on that. And as we talked about, the DPS line looked very impressive as well. Naruto just being an absolute threat. Smarties too. No map 5 for us yet.
Yeah, I really thought
Not
this would be
yet.
the one. Cafe, I mean, they're a really good team. I'm sure they're gonna eventually find a way to address maybe the issues they felt they had tonight. Maybe they didn't feel like they played as good as they could play, but they definitely didn't look bad. I mean, I feel like these were definitely two of the stronger teams we've watched so far. At least in my opinion, like even potentially stronger than that Spa game that we watched in replace of them on day one. I feel like
Right,
both teams looked
1000%.
really good. All the individuals also looked really good. I think just a ton of strong players in this lobby, and I think Wink probably just felt a little more prepared for the match today. I think their bans also, in my opinion, like felt much more intentional, and I think they had a much like stronger impact on Cafe. And I feel like Cafe's bans like felt a little lackluster in hindsight. Maybe potentially didn't impact the game in the way they thought they did. They would at least. But I don't really know what they were potentially aiming for because it's kind of hard to guess on what could have happened if a hero was open without actually seeing it yourself. You know what I mean?
1000%. I mean, at the very least, you come out of that knowing if the bans was your concern there, then you can probably better work on that. But yeah, I just felt like there were so many fights where Cafe was just so close that just something would go wrong and then you find it clear from Wink.
Yeah, I think Cafe definitely had a lot of ways they could have gone into the series, but I think Wink just played a really strong series. I didn't even feel like there was like an individual like who went crazy or anything. It just felt like kind of like a team gap across the board, like a macro gap or
Yeah.
something like that. It just like surgical precision in some of those fights, the way that they managed to find crazy trades in the mid fight. So yeah, I think it was just the proactiveness, right? I mean, especially when they were on the Zarya, the bubbles on the Smarties, they just went first, like it felt like in those fights, and then it was just like it felt like Cafe was kind of on their heels early, and they just kind of really get off of it.
Everything they did, especially after that first map. Even first map, came down to what someone can argue just being a C9. Maybe they probably could have brought that back. So they literally looked scary since the entire series.
Yeah, I mean the C9, I don't know if it really matters that much, but I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse here. I think it was just a really good series from Wink, and I don't know if I had a player of the match, I don't know. It's a tough one, man. I might give it to okay. I don't really do this, but my main supports are neglected, and I think everyone on Wink played really good. But that
I have
first
money on.
point, Crumb, man. That third point found like 3 boops, man. Like that's just impact. Like that's just individual impact on the game. And then we saw he was just doing so much on that third point defense as well, like to find trades in the mid fight, and felt like he was just having a crazy impact on the game. I mean, his beats were super good. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Crumb just because I think the boops on map 1, I think were like one of the reasons why they managed to seal it and why we're on map 4 right now.
I had Crumb there. You know what? I'm gonna go for Naruto though. Crumb, I was like a really sleeper pick, but clearly not sleeper enough. We were quite awake to it. I'm gonna go with Naruto. I think Naruto. So many of those fights where it mattered, it was like there was a pretty good chance for Cafe to leverage. Somehow Naruto got just a massive play, like pick 2 or pick 3, and even on the Paul, whether it be on this last point on Dorado, there was a lot of value coming out.
Yeah, I mean, you could give it to basically anyone on this team. I mean, Eevee, I mean, Eevee could have been the EVP easily. I think Smarties could have been the EVP easily. I think Navilia could have been the MVP easily. I think everyone just played super well. So, yeah, props to Wink. I mean, it was a really good series.
Heavily agree.
Looking onward, man. I mean, this is our first week of casting. I think we've done a solid job. You know, we've gotten some positive feedback from a lot of people. So, yeah, we're gonna try to do it next week as well. I don't really know what the schedule looks like so far. Monday, definitely not. We're trying to reschedule our Monday game right now. Miko might not even know that, but
I was not aware.
Because the college football playoff championships on Monday, and I'm literally not going to not skip it. Sorry.
We'll see what we can do.
That one takes 100% priority. So we're looking at it. We're trying to reschedule that one. So definitely not streaming that day either. But maybe the other days are free games. So just keep a lookout. I post everything on Twitter like before I stream. I should probably start posting in the Discord too. I use a Discord just to like announce stuff or like get feedback or like if people have like matches that they think would be really really good. So yeah, join that if you want like all the updates, I guess. But besides that, man, I'm tired and I got a lot of Apex to watch tonight because I got match point finals. So I'm ready to get out of here if you're ready to get out of here.
I think that works for me. Also, we still have the football game going. Granted, that doesn't seem like it's really worth watching, seeing the score, but who knows? We can see it run. Yeah, I think I'm happy. Thank you all for being here with the first week of casting. It's been great. Obviously, trying to work on our craft. We're gonna find our map 5 one day.
Yeah, we'll get there one day. We just have to keep gambling.
Never stop.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in the next.